All right. What's the date? Today is Monday. I think Monday, April 1st. Um, and sorry I didn't post for the past couple days. I just didn't really know what to post about. It was the weekend, so really, maybe it could have been like a psychology, and that's what today is gonna be. Is kinda gonna be. Um, After I go over my trade. Um, so going into the day, I was looking for some some targets of liquidity to get hit, and they did, internal and external. And I would have loved to catch that move, but it happened in one candle, which really wasn't ideal, but it happened. Um, so I can't really complain too much. But after that happened, I also saw that there's these daily lows, all the way over here. Yeah, there was daily lows that obviously, were there, and price definitely reacted off of those, as you can see. And I had that. I just didn't really know for sure what I wanted to do. Also, as you can see, these um these 4-hour lows got taken too. So those are the lows. Um and they got taken. And there's a 4-hour up here that probably price is going to play around in, and then we can see where it does tomorrow. But we're going to talk about it today. Price really had good reaction off of that, and I probably should have taken a trade off of that, but I didn't. That's okay. Um, I took a trade off of a more choppier um, idea. So this opening candle, well, I think that was opening. Yeah, opening candle created a gap, a pretty big gap too. And um, as you can see, price played around in it quite a bit. And with the size of the gap, I wanted to see it get inversed, but just seeing this amount of the buyers, like just seeing the buyers step in, kind of just made me think that price after this last green candle was price was just going to go up. And I know that it's terrible for you to predict the markets, and you never should. And that's what I did wrong today. And I'm taking that away from my loss today. And um and that's all right. But my stop loss was right here. My take profit was at the daily open. Um for 1 to 2. And as you can see, I got stopped like right when I got in the trade, and that's never good for your headspace. It like really messes you up, and it did. And I was in a pretty bad headspace for a couple hours after that, but I'm okay now, and I just realized that um you can't go back in time and fix something that's already happened. So you might as well take all the bad and good you've all it's just take all the good and the bad that you've did in the trade and learn from it. Um and That's why trading is so hard, is because you have to constantly take stuff in as a learning experience, even though you'll lose a lot of money, and everyone hates losing money. And you'll lose. It's just how you react to those losses, and if you want to learn from them, that's how that's what makes you a good trader, is if you can adapt to um, that. And that's what I've been trying to do. I'm pretty good at it usually, but today was definitely a challenge because I came in last week with a really good week. I had 3 trading days because I was on vacation, and I green on every single day. So I ended the week green with $2,100 and just lost 500. So obviously, It's going to put me in a weird headspace, but not going to let that ruin my confidence. Because again, trading is hard because you can't let these days ruin your confidence because that will affect your next trading day. And I'm trying not to let that affect it and not be driven by money, because the only reason I would be crazy upset would be over money, and I'm detaching myself from that. So I'm not crazy worried about it. What I could have done differently was wait for this gap to get fully closed above, because that usually tells you something. It tells you that now you got past that imbalance and price is going to want to go higher. And as you can see, price moved a lot smoother. Well, in here it kind of didn't, but here it did, distributed. And here it really didn't, but it moved quite a bit smoother than it did when it was inside the gap. But I'm not going to get too worried. It's a funded, and this is the one I'm trying to pass to get up with the express fundeds, and it's not real yet, so I'm not going to stress over it because it's really $50 if you think about it. And if you have a job, it shouldn't really matter because you're making money. Or sell some stuff, like TGR says, sell stuff, because that's another great way of getting money. But it's besides the point. We're taking away, we'll write this down. I'm going to take away about 5 things from today's trade, and I'm going to fix those for tomorrow. Okay, so the first thing I can take away from today's trade is that was bad would be greed. Greed. I say greed because price never even got above that fair value gap, so I was greedy and didn't want to move and didn't want to miss the trade. The second one that was a problem here was being driven by money. At the end of the day, I wanted to pass the account, and I wanted to get the money margin and pass the account. That shouldn't be my motive. It shouldn't be what I'm driven by. So we'll do 3 of each: 3 good and 3 bad. Third would be impatient, because I was patient until I wasn't. I wasn't fully patient. Impatient. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Okay, so those are the 3 that I really need to work on it. Greed is so huge. It's just going to be always there. You just need to know how to cope with it. Being driven by money actually doesn't always have to be there once you detach yourself. And being impatient. I think it's an I-M. How do you spell impatient? 1 second. No, I spelled that right. Those are the 3 that I need to work on, especially in today's trade. Okay, so the 3 good I can take away can be, let's see, I'm taking the loss well and not beating myself up. I think it's easy to say you suck after one of these losses and beat yourself up over it, but that's going to ruin your confidence, and it's going to deteriorate your trading, and it's going to make you scared going into the next day. So you can't do that. You can't, because it's going to impair your trading abilities, and that's the last thing you want. So just brush it off. It's like you walking up a set of stairs, and you trip, but you've made it 75%. You're just not going to give up. You're going to keep pushing, So, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm up the stairs. I'm almost there, and I just fell. I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to keep finishing that 25%. And I'm not going to walk back down and give up, because that's not who I am. And I'm going to go in tomorrow with a positive headspace. So, yeah. Second thing that I did that was good is journal. It's like I said, it's really good to journal because it puts some reflection, like self reflection, up on yourself, and really analyzes what you did wrong, what you did right. Also, making YouTube videos. No one watches these, but it's good because it's kind of, I'm speaking into existence almost with stuff, so it's keeping myself accountable. Third would be, um, let's see, um, what's another thing I did good today? Obviously, it was a losing day, so it's focused on not doing good. But I could say, oh, knowing what I did wrong. Knowing what you did wrong is great because you can learn. You can take those and you could work on them and learn from them. And these are things I did wrong. And I'm just addressing it. So yeah, that was the whole look on today. That's why trading's so hard. Is most of those things greed, uh, knowing you're a good trader but you still fail. It really upsets you and it can really mess you up because you don't like losing. And when you don't like losing and you can't end on a loss, that's when you blow the account, or lose a lot of money. So I'm taking what I'm taking away from today is just not to beat myself up over a dumb loss. That, I mean, if you can look at price action, it's not linear. It's kind of just really not. Yeah, it's like exponential. It's just going up and down. It's not going in a straight line. Like on a day, let's see, on a day that would be good is like one of these. Like you have price manipulation, distribution, and all that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to take away from it. I'm going to go in tomorrow strong. We have non-farm employment at 8:15 a.m., which is going to be great because it's going to get the market moving nice and early. I'm going to see how that affects the market. If it is really bad, then we won't be taking a trade. Today was a no news Monday, and I should always be cautious on those days, and I really wasn't today. I think after the weekend, I was really bored, and I really wanted to take a trade. So that was one of the reasons why that was bad. But I'm gonna probably make a trading video tomorrow about my trade, or I might just do a live. Like I'm just gonna record myself taking the trade, so you guys can see that. But yeah, I'll probably make a YouTube video tomorrow though. So yeah.